Hey Rocco, I love your Disney personal channel vids. My Disney Pass is expiring in a few weeks. Are you going to be posting Disney vids or going there a lot this year? No, I think I'm done. I'm just fucking with you. Yeah, I went more last year than I think any other year. It's so funny because I more and more people tell me, I still get a pass, but I just don't go as much. It's like I feel like I am busier, but go more.
I feel like the more expensive the pass is, the more I go.
I go to LA a lot, and I always stop there. We did Anime Expo, and on the way back, I had a van full of supplies, and I still was like, I'm just gonna get lunch here. And I got lunch, and I went to Alice in Wonderland, and I went home. Yeah. It's just because you have a pass like that, you could just do it, I don't know how many times I went and did the full day. But
you don't have to do that.
Yeah, I don't have to do that at all. And there were tons of people from LA that we had meetings with, and it was like, you want to meet us halfway? And we ate at downtown Disney, and then just hung out there, So yeah, I don't know. I utilize it better. Will the Hatbox Ghost be in the mansion when it reopens Friday?
No.
Hey, I'm willing to make a bet. If that's in the house when it reopens, I will. What's something I'll do? I'll shit on camera. No, what? I don't know. No one wants that. Can't think of anything. I'll kiss a dog.
I'll go see it.
Yeah, I'll go see it. I'll wear a dress on stream and say, "Oh, what a lovely tea party." Is that from something?
Also, move
on. Rocco, is there anything specific you want to see out of the World of Color refurbishment? Yeah, no Frozen, no Brave. Sorry, haters, or lovers, I should say. I'm a hater. Fuck Pocahontas. No, hey, I've never liked Pocahontas. What? I think that's one of the best parts of World of Color. So I think that belongs in World of Color. Yeah. The song and everything fits the show really, really well. Being real, that Brave part sucks. I'm being objective.
It's so long.
I'm being objective.
It's very long for a very not well received movie.
Yeah. That's the part I always find myself checking my phone. Like what time is it? Oh, okay.
The music in Brave's really good though.
It's not bad, but that part it doesn't work.
It's just going through each character.
Yeah. Even that Pirates of the Caribbean, the newest one, no one likes. But that part, it used to go a little longer. I think they've trimmed it down. But that part is still cool when all the flames start going and all that. It's entertaining, But that Brave part is okay.
I like Pirates of the Caribbean part, but I wish it wasn't the fourth movie.
No.
It should just be the first.
It didn't used to be.
No.
And then they modified it.
When the fourth movie
and it was long. And it was okay. And now they've trimmed it down, but it's still shit from the last one. Uh-huh. But it used to go a long time, and it was like the mermaid singing or something, and then they turned evil or something. Yeah. And it went on and on and on and on, and it was like, okay. Have you heard any of the stuff they're doing for the refurbishment?
No.
They are redoing the side of Screaming Over California or whatever. The roller coaster. Is that what it's called?
California Screaming.
California Screaming. Whatever.
Screaming Over California.
I don't care. I never go on it. But they're completely redoing the side of it. And they said, it's going to be completely covered in LED.
Really?
Oh.
And they said it's the equivalent of, it's almost like the biggest Jumbotron you've ever seen. When it's covered in LED, they said they can make it turn into anything.
That's awesome.
Because it's a structure that big with LEDs that big. They're going to be able to make it just transform and look at
cool.
all kinds of stuff. So that's going to be awesome if that goes according to plan. Dude, they updated the refurbishment schedules yesterday. The Magic Eye Theater where they do Captain EO is not on the calendar at all. So it's that's just off. It's okay, because originally it was supposed to be the 15th, then it said the 29th.
Yeah.
Now it is just not on the opening calendar at all. So what a lot of people are saying is maybe they evaluate. I bet they were going to open EO and then they evaluated it and it's look, it's dead.
No.
And it's not worth staffing the 6 people.
Yes, it is.
You know what I mean? I don't know. I think it is too. Yeah. I agree, but some people are saying maybe they crunched the numbers or something. You know what also isn't on the refurbishment anymore is Luigi's Tires. That is off the calendar.
Really?
Really?
It's not listed as closing, so everyone's wondering what's going on there.
So you think they might keep it? You mean just as it is, or just get rid of it?
Oh yeah, they may have delayed their plans to rip it out. Nobody knows.
Mm-hmm.
They're already closing so many things. Maybe they thought it wasn't a good idea or something.
That's not the best ride, but I really like this song.
Yeah. I think whatever goes there is keep. From what everyone's talking about, it sounds like it's going to be Italian no matter what, and it's good. So it'll be that.
Okay. One of the most surprising moments of World of Color for me was the bit from Fantasia 2000.
Yeah,
Like
That's
Fantasia
been since the beginning.
since the very beginning.
I
Yeah.
was so not expecting
No,
that.
nobody is.
Fantasia- Fantasia. Anything fits that show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, absolutely. But it was just such a shock that it was.
Yeah.
Because I feel like nobody saw 2000 because it
No.
was direct to video, wasn't it? Like.
No, it
came out
played
theaters. I
here.
remember it coming
It
out.
did.
I even want to say.
Maybe not. Yeah.
Yeah.
I even want to say they played it in IMAX here. I could be
Really?
wrong.
No way.
I feel like they played it at the Reuben H. Fleet when it happened.
Was IMAX going to that?
It wasn't. I mean, IMAX has been around since the '80s,
Oh,
but it was mostly for educational films and like stuff like that. It wasn't really embraced by the movies until like 2005.
Yeah.
And I remember like V for Vendetta did it, and some other movie did it, and it was like, whoa, they're doing that in IMAX.
I remember the first IMAX movie I ever saw was the Science Center in Balboa Park.
Yeah.
Because that was like the only theater around that was doing IMAX.
Yeah.
And it was, again, it was all documentaries and stuff.
I saw The Matrix Revolutions in IMAX in Las Vegas. They did it with that.
Really?
That was 2003, and so they kind of trickled it out, and it didn't realize till people didn't realize till later. Oh shit, we could do a lot of movies like this. So yeah.
Yeah, that was not a theatre release as far as I know in England. I'm pretty sure it was direct to video.
Oh yeah,
I feel like
that wouldn't surprise me.
Nobody saw it.
Yeah.
So, but I loved it. I used to watch that all the time. So.
Yeah, I liked all of Fantasia's. I always enjoyed Fantasia. The original my favorite, but I think that's why I like the Grand Canyon diorama in Disneyland so much. Is the dinosaur part is like based on that part of Fantasia.
Yeah.
The whole dinosaur segment where it all kind of dried up and like whatever is all from that. So yeah, that part's great.
Ashley.
Soren is shit. Yeah, no, goodbye.
Ashley, no. Soren's amazing. You don't like oranges?
How could you hate Soren over California?
So
If your little one's not tall enough, just put the belt through the loop. Nice work, pal. Okay, is there anything else? Back a little guys. Oh yeah, enjoy the flight. It's dirty and workers there are shit. Well, you know what? Maybe you're shit. Maybe you're a bad customer and they don't treat you well. Too bad.
I think you should be
Fuck.
nicer to Ashley.
I don't know who that is, but probably ban him pretty soon. We'll see. Stay on my good side. Did I?
What about you don't like Ratatouille, right? Or did you?
I don't like Ratatouille.
Hey, you know what? I got to be honest. That's the one Pixar movie that I marathoned them all. I saw Cars. When I got to that one, I think there was half an hour left, and I was like, I don't give a shit. And I
Really?
turned it off, and I never finished it.
No way.
So I don't want to judge it. I don't think I should say it sucks because I haven't seen the whole thing.
Yeah.
I hate doing that if I haven't.
No.
But I wasn't interested when I turned it off. I was sick, and to be fair, I felt like I was Pixar'd out by that point.
Yeah.
So I feel like maybe I should try it again on another day. But that was years ago. I should try it again.
Yeah, I don't know. People give it a really hard time, but there's a lot I enjoyed about it. There's a lot of sweet moments. It's very Pixar. There's a lot of sort of father-son stuff in it, which is interesting.
Yeah.
It's one of the weakest ones, but it's still good.
Yeah.
I would still.
Did you go on the ride
In Paris?
yeah.
I don't think it was open.
at that time?
I don't think it hadn't opened
Yeah, I
yet.
think it
Okay.
was still in the works.
I don't know if you know this.
But
So they opened that ride. It has not been a hit.
Really?
Yeah, it's fucking projection.
Oh, seriously?
The whole thing was supposed to be they put you down to rat scale. and everything is really big. Oh, cool. So you go into it and it's like, whoa, there's like, you're in a fridge and there's hanging pieces of chicken and oh, this is really cool. And then you go around the corner, it's a giant screen. Then they throw you into the next room, it's a giant screen, and it's like they're hitting the rat in front, and it's like, you didn't, guys, that's Universal Studios. Like,
such a shame.
And so anyway, they built attendance the previous year was like 2 million people went to Disneyland Paris, or some number. I don't know what it was. Maybe it's more. I don't know.
Yeah.
But let's say 2 million with the year before. Last year, the year ended, 2014, the attendance went down. And it's like they built that huge ride and attendance didn't.
Jesus.
It's like, yeah, quit. Don't go on the cheap.
Yeah.
Like, that could have been incredible. There's no other ride that I know of that makes you like, oh no, you're this small, you know?
Yeah.
And that could have been great, but.
That's a shame. Paris is weird. I enjoyed it when I went to the Eurogame days. I enjoyed it.
Yeah.
But
I had a good time there. I mean, you know.
it just didn't have the same feeling.
Nope.
At all.
But now you see. Now you get it.
Absolutely.
And you know what? Did you go to Tokyo Disneyland?
No, I didn't get a chance.
You'll feel the same way. You go there.
Really?
I thought Paris Disneyland was better.
Oh my god, are you serious?
Yeah, Tokyo Disney, regular Tokyo Disneyland. It was like, yeah, it's all the Disneyland stuff, but bigger and more intimidating, and the lines are longer.
Oh god.
It just, I'm sorry, but Tokyo Disneyland, and I liked parts of Paris Disneyland a lot, but it felt like an airport. You're there. I guess we gotta. It is. For me, I just realized why I like Disneyland is, man, Disneyland is personal.
Yeah.
You go there and it's like everything is scaled down and you know where everything is, and it's very like you could go there every day. It's personal. And you go to Paris and you go to Tokyo Disneyland and it's like, wow, this is so big.
Yeah.
Oh man, I don't know if I can make it through all this. Shit. Did you stay at the hotel that's outside, or maybe you should spend a few days? It just feels like an airport. I don't know how else to say it.
I know what you mean.
The exception is Disney Sea that was in Tokyo was its own thing.
Yeah.
It wasn't trying to. That was the one thing. It wasn't trying to be Disneyland.
Yeah.
It was trying to be this vast, like, island kind of thing, and it was awesome. There was tons of stuff to explore. It wasn't. You went in and you didn't feel like you were at Disneyland. You felt like you were just in some other world, and that was really cool. But I think the other ones fail just for that reason. It's like, yeah, let's take what Disneyland did and make it so big. And then you read about Walt Disney when he made Disneyland, talking about, no, don't make the castle too big. Don't make this too big because you don't want it to be intimidating. And it's like, man, they didn't even read that when they built the other stuff, you know? And it's all impressive. I like that. I mean, it's cool. I mean, when I went to Japan, the castle was like, I can't see the top of it. But, and that's cool. But I don't want to, it's a lot, you know? It's like, man, it's not somewhere I feel comfortable as I do, you know, Disneyland or whatever.
Cheyenne says, I still like how separate Disney World is, but Disneyland definitely has a special feeling to it that just doesn't exist anywhere else.
Yes.
I agree.
It's different. And I'm not saying the other ones are bad, but...
There were moments in Disneyland Paris. We were on Main Street and they started just playing like a medley of Mary Poppins songs and just blasting it out of everywhere.
Yeah.
We were like 5 British people, so happy, just... That lifted my spirits. Like I just was skipping, and it was stupid, but it was really fun. And like Pirates of the Caribbean, the line for that is just like incredible because you're just going through like what is basically a fort.
Yeah,
and that was fun.
In Paris.
Yeah.
Because I was just thinking of Disney World because I think that has the same thing.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Cool. I really want to go to Disney.
Japan, it was like you waited. Japan actually has Paris didn't. Paris, it's in like Adventureland basically. Pirates, yeah. But in Japan, they have New Orleans Square. It is New Orleans, and the queue for that ride is in like an old Louisiana house.
Oh, that's cool.
And you go through it, and that was cool. Where Derek really liked the entrance to Pirates in Paris. It's like, dude, we went through like old prison. There's dead bodies. It was really cool. I argue against that because personally, and I'm gonna throw this down. This is my opinion. It was well done. All that was very, very well done. Not saying anything against that. But why Disneyland's Pirates of the Caribbean is the best one is transition. You go to the one in Disneyland, they don't. to me, Paris shoves pirate. Look, dead pirates. Oh, look. And then you get on the ride and you turn the corner and all the pirates are there. Oh, give me the key. They're trying to get the key from the dog. There is no transition.
No.
Disneyland, they did it perfect. You go, wow, this is the bayou. This is really cool. And you go down and there's an old guy on a porch. What's that got to do with anything? Almost like he's going to tell you a story or something. He's rocking in the chair, and then you go down a dark hallway, and a guy whispers to a skull whispers to you, "Hey, turn around now. Don't do this."
That's cool.
And you go down the waterfall, and then you're just in caves. You know, it just takes you on this thing like, where are we going?
Yeah.
And then slowly, okay, there's a skeleton. Now there's another skeleton, and it just builds like this story. Like, wow, we are really going. And then you get another transition. A dark corridor. Yeah. Now it has a projection, but it used to just be pitch black. And you go in there, and then, oh, you're in a pirate battle. Like it's like it would spin the story slowly, and that transition makes that ride better. I think that the other ones are quick to see pirates, pirates, and that's not the same.
What do you think about the rides that have a picture in them, like? Because that's what was weird about Pirates in Paris. There is a very small drop, in
Paris?
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember that.
I think it's a bigger boat, maybe a slightly bigger boat. But yeah, they take a picture of you on that ride. And I feel like that takes it out when you're on a story ride like that. The one exception is Splash Mountain. I was trying to think like which ones have it. Because Splash Mountain has all this story, but then the thing going up. Yeah. Not only is that part of the story, but it's also like it's already bringing you out of it. Like,
they're kind of saying goodbye there.
Yeah, you're going to get fucked in a second. Whoa!
And they take your picture. You're outside. You're already seeing everybody else.
You're done.
Yeah, exactly.
And then you go back into the story for a little bit, and then you're done. Whereas Pirates is like in the middle of the story. It's like there you go. You've had your photo taken. That takes. I
completely agree, and Tokyo I think does that too. But no, I'm sorry, not on Pirates. Oh, because in Paris it was backwards.
Yes, yeah.
That's crazy. It's the pirates, and at the end they're skeletons.
Yeah.
And the drop is at the end, and I think that so they take a picture there. They don't in Japan, but they take a picture on Indy there.
I heard about
and it's just kind of like I don't need my picture taken on this. Don't do that.
I think it's fine to take photographs on rides that don't really need a story, like Buzz and Space Mountain.
Yeah, Space Mountain. You're
You're just hurtling through the air. That's funny. Yeah. But I don't know, when you go story ride and it's not really that fast, it's like there's no need for that at all.
No, not at all.
When we went on Splash Mountain last time, I'm always determined to try and make some sort of face. It's so hard to pull a face on Splash Mountain because I was trying to do this. You were going so fast, and I was right in front. I was like, I was like, I can't. It was really tough.
Oh, I was gonna say, somebody in the chat says J Depp will soon be in all Pirates rides once the Paris refurbishment is done. They just talked about that. They're refurbishing a ton of shit in Paris, and apparently the rumor is Bob Iger is wants that one. They've never added Johnny Depp to it. They're not only doing that, but a lot of the talk is that it's shit from the new movie, the one that's not even out, and people are like, we don't know what that is yet. Please don't. They said Bob Iger, the current CEO, is really all about reflect the movies on all the rides. Every ride should connect to a movie, and it's like, man, they don't need to. They don't need to. That's what makes me kind of, people keep going, what's going on with the Haunted Mansion movie? Guillermo del Toro was going to do the Haunted Mansion movie. Hey, I don't need it. Don't do it. As far as I'm concerned, leave the ride alone.
It's not necessary, really.
Yeah.
Guillermo del Toro could do it, maybe, but I don't.
Maybe, but I just...
need one.
No, it doesn't.
There's already been one. Yeah. Eddie Murphy. But... yeah, I don't know. I'm really, I don't know what to think about this new Pirates of the Caribbean movie.
I have a few thoughts.
I think it's going to be fucking shitty as hell, but I have this thing, it's the fifth one. There shouldn't have been a fifth one, there shouldn't have been a fourth one, but the fourth one was so bad, maybe the fifth one's going to be better. like,
Nah.
potentially, maybe. I don't know. I want it to be good because I love that.
Oh, that would be great. If I hear it's awesome, I'll go. I
But
don't
it's
think I'm
not
going to hear that.
gonna be. I feel like Ted Elliott and Terry Rossio can't really do sequels so good. They did, like, they wrote Aladdin, and then they wrote Aladdin 2 and 3.
Oh, yeah.
3's really good, though. I like 3, but nobody else does. But Aladdin 2 sucks a dick. So. And they did Shrek as well. Writers wrote Shrek, and Shrek is good. Shrek's fun. Shrek 2 is a steaming turd. I can't stand it.
I'll go ahead and apply that to the first one as well.
I like that, but I was a kid when I watched it, so.
Yeah. A dumb kid. People are asking, what's the deal with a Hatbox Ghost? Hatbox Ghost was in the Haunted Mansion when it opened in '69. They opened the ride up. The ride opened up, and there was a ghost in the attic, a demented-looking ghost holding a hat box, and his head would disappear, and it would appear in the hat box. And the effect did not work, and after like a day, they ripped it out. And there were rumors for years. No one really had pictures, and people were like, I swear there was a guy with a hat box in the attic. And no, there wasn't. And it was only years later that they confirmed, like, oh, we found a photo. There it is. And just in the past 2 years, they found a clip. Mm-hmm. Remember that? That was, they found film, and you could barely see shit, but they turned the corner in the attic, and you don't even get a clear shot, but it's like something is standing in a spot that there's normally nothing. Mm-hmm. So there you go. That's proof. But that's pretty incredible. They just found that.
Yeah.
There is so little footage inside the rides from back then. But if you ever want to see some people thought this was gone forever too. There's a movie called 40 Pounds of Trouble.
Heard about that.
With Rock Hudson, I think, and they're chasing this shitty kid around. There's like a kid he's supposed to watch, and it goes whatever. They take the kid to Disneyland, and the kid runs away, and so it's Rock Hudson going on all these rides to like chase after him. And there is footage like inside Snow White and stuff, and it's like, oh my god, the witch doesn't look anything like the movie. It all looks fucked up. It looks wrong, and it's like, no, that's how it looked when it opened in the 50s.
That's awesome.
He chases her through the nature trail. There's like the devil's paint pots are like going off, and he's running through it. It's all the stuff that doesn't exist anymore. Disneyland put up an account or a video on their I think they're ripping me off. They put a video on their YouTube account recently called Disney at Dawn, and it's just footage of shit in the park before anything is open, which is like actually cool. That's a clever idea, and only they can get that.
Yeah.
But it was notice it was the remnants of the nature trail when they showed the fish flipping, whatever. Mm-hmm. I showed that first.
Yeah.
On YouTube.
There you go.
Disney, where's cut the check? That's right. You owe me money on your thing that I saw.
Did you hear about a bunch of people from Maker Studios that are involved with Maker Studios? They sent a bunch of bloggers and stuff to Disney World, and they were like letting them go in before
what the fuck
opened and stuff.
Yeah.
Leo and Sarah Snitch went.
Yeah. No, Leo's I'm friends with him on Facebook, and he posted all these pictures. Here's me in the parade. It was like, what?
I follow Sarah Snitch, and she was like, hey, look, I can be here before this time. Like, look at
Son of
me
a
and
bitch.
Leo. And I was like, dude, that's cool.
He went to the new Club 33 as well,
yes,
so I got to
saw that
see all their
video
stuff, and I was like, I didn't even want to go.
Yeah,
there.
both of them were like, oh, we're so excited. And then they came out like, nah.
Well, it seemed like there was kind of feigned, like, hey, you know what, it's different, but hey, and I was like, no, I don't care.
Afterwards, they did say, like, no, that's really shitty.
Yeah.
No doubt.
Man, I saw all that, and I was just like, no.
It doesn't look as good.
I think that was the biggest mistake they made in the past, 10 years at Disneyland. There's things they change, and there's always debate, was it good, was it bad? And I have a lot of varied opinions, Even if you remember in 2008 or 9, they changed Small World, and they added the characters to it. And, that was something that they did not need to do. I don't think they needed to. I don't think they should have. Mm-hmm. But they did it in a way where it's like, they don't look like they are out of place.
Yeah.
So to me, there's good and bad with everything. What were you
the movie characters, you mean?
Yeah. None of that stuff was ever. There were no characters in that ride ever, and they added them in 2008.
Yeah.
I don't think they needed to. To me, the ride is about the world. Why are we adding
Disney
characters from your movie?
Mm.
I don't think that was appropriate, but
when I finally saw it, I was like, you know what? They look like they've been here since the 60s. They did it in a way that they don't look like shit. Well, I mean, they do, but in the way that is great. So, you know, like I said, there's good and bad.
Yeah.
I take the good with the bad. They didn't need to add that, but it's okay. Same with Pirates. They never, a lot of people say they wrecked Pirates. I have never thought that. They put Johnny Depp in, but hey, he's back there.
Yeah.
Look at the rest of the ride.
Yeah.
And I know he's at the ending, but it really didn't have an ending before. I don't care. You know, they didn't destroy anything by doing that. Club 33 is one thing. There is no way around it. They destroyed it. You know what I mean? That to me, there's no like debate to it. Yeah. History was erased. And I don't, why did they do that?
I feel like who actually is a member of Club 33
Yeah.
this needs to be modernized. Who wants that?
Yeah.
All of the people in Club 33 are paying
the members are furious,
$1,000.
but it's like, but they can add more members now. It's like,
nobody wants
cool.
that.
No one wants to be a member now.
Yeah.
Like that was cool because it was historical. Man, I just finished reading the unofficial Haunted Mansion book, the book about the history of it, and man, there every now and then, it was all really interesting, but every now and then there was something that would make me so jealous.
Yeah.
And one of them was there was one chapter that is like, if I could take a fucking time machine, it was the premiere of the Haunted Mansion. The night it opened, they invited press to Disneyland, just press, just a small crowd, 100 people. 80 or 100, whatever. And they invited, and it was, okay, come to Disneyland at 9 p.m. It's like, wow, 9 p.m.? Jeez, not till then? And it was 9 p.m. They closed the park. Everyone left. It was empty. Come to New Orleans Square. They went to New Orleans Square, and they said, we'd like to tell you about a place called Club 33. And they took all the press for a 9 p.m., 10 p.m. dinner in Club 33. I mean, no one had kind of heard of it before. Yeah. It was, you know, it was like, this is like one of Walt's last things that he planned, and we finished it in his, and so they got to eat in this place, and it was like, shit, we're in like a secret club. No one knew about it, and then they had mixed drink. They had for dessert they had ice cream. It was all like talking about, are we going to get to see, because the Haunted Mansion, the building had been there for 7 years. They built it and never did anything with it. Yeah, it was there that long. So, lore had built about it. It was like, is something in there? Tonight, are we going to see what's in there? And so they did it. And when the clock struck midnight, okay, come with us. And they walked everyone down to that house. Everyone's like, oh! And they got to go on it at midnight. And they got to see the Hatbox Ghost. I mean, everything was in there. And they said it was like the perfect night. And then employees were like, no, it was not the perfect night, because as we walked them from Club 33, we on the radio, hey, everything broke. Like they were like, oh shit. So it had to stall. So they said that the employees that were like guarding them down were like making up ghost stories. Oh, well, some say that a bride was killed in the attic. And a sea captain. They said it was like just bullshit for 20 minutes. It's like, fuck, it's not going! The conveyor belt isn't working! Go! Okay, it's working! Yeah, and the captain died. Anyway, all right, come with me. And
That's awesome.
and they said it was just like, it was like one of the best premieres Disney ever did. And everyone went in, it was like, I've wondered what was inside that house for 7 years. And no one, imagine not knowing anything, going into that house with very few people, and the stretching portraits and all that stuff. It's like, whoa! That's so cool.
Yeah.
Anyway, that book was actually really
cool.
Really cool.
Quality.
I never cared before, and then I started hanging out with you guys, and now I'm obsessed.
There you go.
I read Mouse Tales, I think, over the summer.
Yeah, you know what? Here, wait, is that what I have? Yeah, I haven't finished it, but I'm almost done with that. Yeah, it's right there.
I finished Mouse Tales. I got another one because you can't get Mouse Tales 2 on, or like more Mouse Tales, on your Kindle.
Oh.
Kindle book, but I was only reading Kindle books.
Huh.
I read a different one that had like just little stories. From a guy who was a Disney historian, I think, who knew like a bunch of people. I think he was like friends with Walt or something at the time, or friends with people who were friends with Walt. I don't know. But it was okay, but it wasn't as entertaining as Mouse Tales was.
Yeah, Mouse Tales is good. I just haven't finished it. People are asking the name of the book. It is, unofficial. Let me look it up on Amazon. I'll link you to it. There's an unofficial, what the fuck? $79.99. What the fuck?
Oh,
Is this book hard to find now?
looks like it.
Paperback. Oh shit. Yeah, this isn't even on. When I bought it, I think it was $6.
Oh my god.
Wait, unauthorized. Wait. Hold on.
And sometimes there's other listings that are
Yeah,
just like one.
yeah, but it didn't come up. Okay, yeah. Sorry, found it for $16. That's not bad. It's worth it. Here, I'll link you guys to it, and it's on Kindle. Too. That's the unofficial book. Short, it's short, but it's great. The first half of the book talks about the development of it and how it got made. Sorry, and then the second half actually goes. The entire second half of the book is a ride through, which sounds weird, but it goes through. What it is okay. You start the ride. There's a stretching elevator, and it stops at every part. Okay, so actually, these paintings they were originally da. Raleigh Crump came up with the idea of stretch paintings, and Mark Davis thought they looked like shit, and he redid them. And so, I mean, it's just like, whoa, I didn't know that. And then it's like, okay, then you get off, then you get out of that room, then you go down the gallery. Okay, so the gallery it like just stops at every part and tells you like,
That's cool.
yeah, it's pretty cool. Kurt Dog is going to Disneyland again tomorrow. What cool thing should he buy? Kevin?
I'm trying to think. of a cool thing.
There is a new Starbucks mug.
Yeah, did you see
I
that?
saw those.
really
They,
like it. I'm
they're
definitely
promoting
buying
them all over the place. I was seeing them everywhere.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I was seeing them
When
on
you were
my
there?
Twitter account. No, I was
Oh.
seeing like on Twitter account.
Yeah.
Other accounts like, oh, new bugs.
They have,
They actually look good.
yeah, they
Yeah.
have
Yeah, the
artwork.
designs
They're
are
not
cool.
too crazy.
No.
The designs are very
I
simple.
like the California Adventure one a
Yeah,
lot.
and it's
even.
funny because I think they're at Starbucks.
Yeah.
They're like, you have to go to the
That's it.
Starbucks there to get it.
Inside.
Inside
Starbucks
Disneyland.
has one for like every big city. So they have like an LA one, they have a San Diego one. I'm pretty sure they've got ones like New York and stuff, but it's the same kind of art, it's the same style. And then they just, because I was looking at those when we went last time and we went to the one in downtown Disney, I was like, ooh, that San Diego looks nice, I might get that. And now I'm like, oh, I'll just get the Disneyland one.
Yeah.
It's really pretty, I like it.
I'm gonna say this, Kurt. There is, if you're into posters, I don't know if you're into posters or artwork. I think the best deal you can get for merchandise is they sell the poster pack,
Yeah.
and it's $20. And if you have a pass, it's even cheaper. And it is like it's a big poster for every ride, and it's all the old artwork, and it's like for $20.
That's
And you,
$20?
yeah, and it's like 20 posters. It's like this is totally worth it, and they're all like high quality paper.
That's cool.
And I framed a bunch of them, and they look great. And it was $20. I think that's
Where
That's
did you
worth
get
it.
that? Just anywhere? Or?
Main Street. Main Street has them. Yeah.
Yeah.
I might get that. I need to stop spending so much.
Yeah, that's a problem.
I've been
Here.
I've been buying pins a lot, which
Oh,
is bad.
I only get the ones with the little pieces of ride. That's the only ones.
Yeah. Once in a blue moon, there's one that catches my eye, but that's it.
Yeah, I just really. I feel like when I've been on a ride and it's given me like a special experience or something like that, I want to buy that.
Yes.
So I got like
Yeah.
when we were on the ride with Connor and we went on Big Thunder with Connor and Spencer
Yeah.
Wiley on game days, and that was one of the funniest times because we were just going on the ride and Spencer kept just going in the wilderness like the whole time we're on the ride. It was so funny. So I was like, oh, I've got to get that pin. And then I saw Wally the other day, and I was like, oh, well, I'm in Disneyland. I guess I'll buy a Wally pin.
Yeah, I like that. I like some of. Yeah, now and then there's one that hits me. I bought a pin. The last time I bought a pin that wasn't like a piece of history pin, it was actually I stayed at the Grand Californian, and they had a really nice looking Grand Californian pin. I was like, you know what? I'd like that. Okay, I'll get that. Just because I like it, looked cool.
Yeah.
And of course, Club 33. I got pins there.
Oh, of
But that's
course,
really it. Yeah.
This is the time I had a pin too.
Let me see. First time I went on Haunted Mansion, there was a little girl who was absolutely traumatized by the cast member screaming as the lights went off. I don't think the cast member
No,
screamed.
No,
That's a
it's-
person.
It's everybody screaming.
Or they heard the recording
It's
and
a
thought that was a
recording,
cast
yeah,
member.
Yeah.
I hate when people scream along.
Something I didn't know about Haunted Mansion until I read that book.
Yeah.
When you go out of the attic and go backwards down the hill into the graveyard, there are mangled trees over you, and the crow,
Yeah.
and all that stuff. They are in the blueprints for the ride. they are listed as mechanical trees.
Like,
Yeah, but they're not mechanical. They don't do anything.
Oh, yeah.
And it said in the book, they are listed as mechanical trees, and people who have seen them with the lights on and who've seen whatever say that they are built to move. The branches are supposed to do that, and they said in the original plans, it says they're supposed to grab at you. That the trees were supposed to try to snatch you. And they said to this date that has never been turned on, and no one knows. It just maybe, I guess, never worked or whatever. But the what is there has been there since the 60s.
all the mechanics are
and
there.
it's all designed to grab you or grab at you.
Yeah.
And they've never turned it on.
That's
What's
cool.
up with that? Either it didn't work or they did it and it was like, oh fuck, this is dangerous. Don't do that. But either way, their mechanisms are inside for it to do that. I never knew that.
That's cool.
Yeah, I never knew that until I read that book.
Armadillo Racer says, Rocco, I'm terrified of roller coasters and I'm saving up this year to go to Disneyland. Are there any rides I should avoid as someone who hates scary rides, mainly heights and loops? I would
There's
say
no
don't-
loops at Disneyland.
Yeah, there's no loops. Don't go in Disneyland Paris because I didn't
Yeah.
fucking know that the Indiana
Everything
Jones
had a
ride
loop.
a fucking loop in it, and
Yep.
I'm really angry.
Yeah.
It made me feel like my teeth were falling out. It was horrible.
Loops are not the worst
It's
thing,
funny.
though.
Loops,
No,
out of all roller coasters, though,
Yeah.
loops are the easiest thing.
Yeah.
Because
I
you're-
mean, I don't love them, but they're
but
yeah.
you're jammed in your
It's the-
seat. You don't
yeah.
you feel safer in a loop than you do in
Yeah.
a drop or anything.
It's the speed and the corners that I really don't like on big roller coasters like that.
Yeah, I don't like sharp turns, but I could deal with it. For
Yeah.
me, it's drops. I can't do
Exactly.
drops.
I can't do drops either.
So I'm guessing Armadillo, you would not like Splash Mountain because that drop is very, very far.
Yeah. Now I will say, as someone who is really bothered by drops, one thing I at least like about Splash Mountain is that big drop is coming.
Yeah.
So you can kind of brace for it. Okay, I know when it is. Okay, I can kind of maybe close my eyes and kind of whatever, but I don't go on it.
That's what I did with Jurassic Park, the ride. You know it's
Yeah.
coming, so you just brace yourself and
Yep.
just bite your lip and go.
It's tough to be a bug.
yeah. But I think that for me, personally, with the kind of stuff, it sounds like you're kind of affected by the same things as me.
Yeah.
I really got fucked up by Thunder Mountain.
Yeah.
That was not a comfortable thing for me.
Really?
Even though it didn't have like real steep drops, it was very.
Fast and jerky.
I didn't
There's a
like
lot
that.
Of kind of sharp drops and then
Yeah.
right back up again. It's
And you know what I don't prefer, but it doesn't really bother me so much. Honestly, Space Mountain. Space Mountain just kind of goes around and around and around, and I don't prefer to go on that. I still feel a little when it's over, but it's kind of like, oh, it's just that over and over. But Big Thunder for some reason really bothered me. I don't know why that did.
yeah.
And so did the Cars ride. Honestly, Cars ride had the same thing where it was going and then like that, and it just upset me. I didn't feel good afterwards. And I like the Cars ride. I really like that ride.
Prior to going to Disneyland, I felt the same way. I was like, oh, I never want to go on a roller coaster. I'm not into that. And then I was like, that doesn't seem too bad. And I went on everything. Honestly, I wouldn't go on a proper roller coaster with loops and big drops and stuff. I can do Big Thunder. I can do Space Mountain. I can do Splash Mountain.
Yeah.
I love the Cars ride. It really, I feel like even if you're kind of scared of it, just give one of them a go. Give
try it once. Yeah, none of them are killer.
I would give Space Mountain a go first because Big Thunder is a lot more. You can see where you are, and I think it's a bit scary because it's high up. And then Splash Mountain's very high up, and it's a bit scary. And the same with the Matterhorn. The Matterhorn's a very bumpy and uncomfortable ride.
I didn't like that.
It rips you up.
I like it, but it's like
Bruises you.
it's Bruise Mountain. I fucking my knees were destroyed by the end of it.
It's closed, and they are totally redoing it.
It's closed for a month, so they're gonna fix it.
I think they're gonna fix that. I think they've gotten enough complaints.
They made
Maybe
Big
they're gonna
Thunder
get sausages.
so smooth
Yeah,
that I'm sure they're gonna try to do something like that with.
they must.
Yeah, and
That's good.
and man, all the articles that I've read are saying they are majorly. They want that ride to really impress on the 60th anniversary.
Yeah.
And all the behind the scenes and all the rumors or whatever are all talking about they want to make the show. They're really redoing like the Abominable Snowman. They said like the parts where you go in, they want those to be like, whoa! I did not see that coming.
That's cool.
Cool.
So we'll see what that means.
That sounds fun because I felt like that ride felt old when I went on it. so
It's all
Yeah.
clunky. And
Oh yeah.
it was still fun.
And to a degree, it's charming in that way.
Yeah.
But yeah, they need that.
Again, it was like I was in pain a lot of
Yeah.
like the seats on Splash Mountain are the same kind of. They're soft. They're cushioned kind of, but it's still. There's something about the way you have to sit on Splash Mountain. It's really uncomfortable on the back. I don't like it very much, but
Yeah.
so, I really like that ride. It's really fun. So I feel like man up and do it. Woman up if you're a woman. And do it, because you'll have fun. It's good and it's not that scary. So.
My first time in Disneyland, I was 10. The snowman scared the shit out of me.
The snowman.
Oh, I hate that snowman.
Yeah.
I got that snowman.
Whole life.
I saw a guy get kicked out of Disneyland once because he had a big shirt that said, "I got that snowman."
No.
Do you know what that means?
No.
It's basically letting everybody know I
Oh,
feel
I
cold.
got that snowman.
Yeah.
Got it. I got it now. Yeah, I've never been to Alton Towers. I've never been to Thorpe Park. I've never been to I went to Gulliver's World when I was a kid, and that was the only theme park I'd ever been to, and I didn't
Gulliver's
care, and I was
World.
too scared to go on roller coasters. So, yeah.
I like Bobby's World better.